Alright, we're going to make another video today, or another tutorial, and that tutorial is going to be on the question asked by Anxiety Sandwich, who asked how I make the weekend schedule pictures, which look like this. So if we bring it up... So if I was to hazard a guess, I'm guessing she means the ones like this. So I used to make these when I was playing multiple games. So this is the key part of this here, is making sure you've got the right specs for your image. Because I was having a really hard time getting the specs right. So I'll just quickly check. So the canvas size is that there. Well, I haven't changed it, so that's that there. And that should fit onto Instagram just fine. So what we're going to do is get images for our games that we're going to be playing. So let's just say we'll go Passepartout. So that's first game, we'll go Passepartout, the Starving Artist. Now all we've got to make sure is that they are in order so we can see them all. So Final Fantasy would drag it up to the top like that. Obviously it's taking over too much of Amnesia, so we're going to bring it back down. Okay, maybe Final Fantasy is not the greatest picture to use, but you'll get what I mean. It won't look the greatest at the end, but that's fine. So that's what we're going to do. So if I was playing these three games, this is essentially what I would start with. We're going to Google and we look up paint splatter template. And we'll go images. And you'll find ones like this. Or like splatter vector. Yeah, so you'd find you go into splatter vector images PNG because we want it to be transparent, and you'll find ones like this. There's so many different ones that you can use. There we go. There's one that I'd probably use as well. Things that I think I have used this one before. You can go and find all these sorts of images on Google there. I'll then go ahead and put my splatter vector or splatter image onto the piece that I'm doing. So there it is. So that's my grunge banner or brush stroke splatter. That's another thing you can look at, brush stroke splatter image on Google, and it should come up with that. And what we want to do is we want to cover a little bit of the top game Amnesia, and a little bit of the bottom, which is Final Fantasy. We want to cover a wee bit, just like that. And then we're going to get our second one, and boom, there's that one. So we flipped the first one around, so we're going to have to flip the second one around as well. And there you go there. So you can start seeing that it's roughly coming together now. So I can put the title there as well. I'll move to the side or something like that. And now what we can do is, all we got to do is write the title. I used the words weekend stream lineup, and I'll go bam. So that's it there. The weekend stream lineup, we'll have it there, and then my name comes down the bottom. Now you can have whatever you want, wherever you want, but this is just an example of what I do. Okay, so if you see here, if we wanted to tidy it up a wee bit, Final Fantasy is now encroaching on Amnesia. So the way we'd get around that, if that's how we wanted it, but we saw that, we didn't want that white bit, we'd create a layer mask for Final Fantasy, and we would just, so it'd have to be black. So white is like redo, think of it as redo, and black is like cut. So we want to cut that out there, and there you go. And then that's the background of Amnesia. And if we were to have a look at Final Fantasy now, that bit's cut out because that's the bit I just cut. But we don't see it because it's covered by the black mask there. So it's all smoke and mirrors, really. So another thing we could tidy up, we just tied up the bottom here, but if we look up here, Amnesia is encroaching on Passepartout. So what we do is we create a layer mask, get the brush, and just zoop. There you go. That's essentially how I make the schedule posts. I haven't done it in a while, actually, because I've just been focusing on those two games. But yeah, if you are doing multiple games, this is just a quick and easy way to make a schedule or show what you're doing for the weekend. And if you like Photoshop, it's fun to do, it's easy to do, but I hope this tutorial helped. If you do have any questions, because it can be a bit tedious and a bit annoying doing all this by yourself, especially if you aren't overly familiar with the software. And to be fair, I'm not really either, but it's just through constantly doing shit. It's all I bloody do at home, got no fucking life. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. But I hope this helps for Anxiety Sandwich and anyone else out there that needs it. Peace!